Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Chase Nickel here of Homes by Chase, Chase Nickel Realty, Lender in AZ, all that fun stuff. Today we're going to be talking about how to buy a home. I think this is a really good topic for younger people, especially that might be intimidated about the whole home buying process, and they might think that it's such an unobtainable thing, but in reality it's not. It's actually a lot simpler than people make it out to be. So yeah, let's get right into it. As we know, buying a home is a huge decision, a huge financial decision. It's a commitment, at least for a couple months to a year, depending if you're investing or not. But for most people, it's a 10, 15-year commitment, if not longer. So how do you buy a home? Well, to start, you should examine your current financial situation and how much you can afford to pay monthly, right? Your affordability factor comes into play here. This is really important. This factor is your debt to income ratio, right? How much debt do you have compared to your monthly income? Understanding your affordability factor involves anticipating what the next 5 years are going to look like. Will you be having kids? Are you planning on buying a new car, going crazy on some vacation, or getting married? A whole bunch of different really big life events that really impact your finances, right? These things can impact your home purchasing power, however. It'll significantly impact your home purchasing power depending on what you do in those next 5 years. And I say 5 years because you're giving yourself a really good lead time to get yourself into this home buying process. It's not like, plan for the next 6 months. Well, what happens if you don't want to buy in 6 months? What happens if something comes up, but you don't end up buying in 6 months, but you only plan for 6 months? Plan for 5 years. That's honestly the safest bet, all right? So having a solid plan in place involves saving for the house you can afford starting today. Do not save for the house you might be able to afford a few years from now. Think of it as if you were doing it today. What would you need to have that house today? That's what you should be doing. Having a pre-approval letter from a mortgage broker is huge. This helps you understand what you can afford. You will also need this letter when offering to purchase a house to show the seller what you will be able to qualify on a loan to purchase for the house. If you don't qualify for the loan amount you need to buy the house, don't give up. Don't give up. A lot of people see that and they think, I'm out. You're not out. You're not. You can do some things. Maybe you can save the day, right? So reevaluate your financial possibilities, consolidate your debt, adjust your timing. Look a little bit deeper into your budget, right? And see what you can do to save more and maybe grow your income. Maybe you can get a raise at your job. Maybe you can start working overtime. Maybe you can start budgeting differently. But all these things play a huge hand in being able to afford what you want. Another option could be to start with a less expensive home. So instead of buying the home that you want at the moment, buy a cheaper home. Buy a townhome, buy a condo, buy a home in a different area, a whole different slew of things you can do to get around that. But buy it as an investment and just use it as a piggy bank. And as you make your monthly mortgage payments that are going in and going in and going in, you're building equity. And when the time comes to buy your second home, you can sell that first home. And when you sell it, you pull out all your equity. And depending on the market, if you're in a good market, your house might be worth more than you bought it for. So you might be getting even extra money. It's a really good investment. And that's a really great way to get around not being able to afford what you want at the moment. And definitely something to consider. If you guys have any questions regarding housing, regarding how to buy a home, message me. Message me in the comments. My phone number is always down in the description, 480-242-8505. And let me know. I'd love to discuss it with you and how I can help you achieve your dreams of being a homeowner. Anyways, happy Friday, everybody. I hope we all have a great weekend. I know I will. I'll be working hard as always. And peace out.